Well, hello, CF. This is Pastor Chris, and this is our Tuesday update. I'm actually on the roof of our OCF church building. Most of you guys have probably never been up on top of here, but if I look out this way, I see El Segundo. If I look this way, I see the rest of the South Bay, and it just reminds me of you guys, our wonderful OCF church family, and the area that we draw from, our South Bay area, and it reminds me to pray for you guys. So just know that we love you guys. We're praying for you, and I spend some of my time on the roof. I just do. Plus, I'm running out of cool areas to film these videos, so I wanted to one-up Brandon from last week. But I wanted to share a couple of updates with you. I know you got your Psalms reading plan last week. Brandon talked about it in the Tuesday update, and then Dr. Hutchinson mentioned it on Sunday when we started our brand new Psalm series. And we encourage you to jump into that reading plan. It's broken down into 5 Psalms a day, and it's just an amazing thing. If that's too much, you don't have to read 5 Psalms a day. You can read 1 a day. You can just pick your favorite Psalms out, but pour yourself into the Psalms over this next month or 6 weeks. And it is just the heartbeat of God, and it's just such a representation of the gamut of human emotions. So jump into that reading plan. I promise you it will minister to you. I got a little head start on you guys by maybe reading about 10 days early. So I've read a bunch of the Psalms already, and it's been such an amazing thing. It's just shown me just all these different emotions that I'm experiencing, whether highs or lows, dealing with major obstacles and struggles, or just seeing God for who He is, and the beauty of God and how awesome God is, how amazing God is. So pour yourselves into those Psalms. But also, I wanted to mention an article that I received from our West Region Acts 29 director. We're a part of Acts 29 Church Planting Network, and he has been reaching out to different Acts 29 pastors in the area. So we got this article, and it talks about just the stage that we're in. Most of you guys have been in this quarantine long enough where you've probably experienced a range of emotions yourself, and maybe you still have anxiety or frustration or fear or anger even that you're dealing with right now, and a lot of that is very understandable. We don't have a lot of control right now, and when we don't have control, that's frustrating. When we're limited, that's frustrating. Again, another great reason to jump into the Psalms and just experience those emotions and how to healthily put those onto God and cry out to God. But the doctor that wrote the article recommended a number of strategies to kind of help us out. We're embodied creatures, which means we're not just a brain, we're not even just a spirit. We inhabit a body, and our bodies are limited right now because we're not able to move around and do the things that we're used to doing, and most of us are communicating and connecting with people like this, but through Zoom or FaceTime or WebEx, other forms of technology to connect, and that comes at a toll. We're not able to express ourselves bodily and be with each other and just have the communication of being in the room with one another, so we're having to work that much harder with our minds on these calls to communicate. And that is exhausting. So a lot of us are probably dealing with fatigue right now, and irritability and impatience and all those things. And I'm just talking about me. Maybe you guys don't experience that. But some of the wise things that we can do to just respect the fact that we're embodied creatures is to get up and move around. When we're working at home, maybe work standing up, especially when you're on one of those calls. Maybe try to do your best to limit the number of those calls that you have in a week. Do the ones that are going to be beneficial, that you need to do or that you have to do. And maybe limit the number of people that you're engaging on those calls at one time. Also, we're in our homes, maybe we're vying for our space in there, carving out our little niche. This is my production suite. This doctor actually recommended that we move those places around. Just having the sense that we're moving around from different place to different place throughout the week to do our work, it gives us the sense that we're in movement, and it helps our brains out a little bit. Also, he recommends that you take 2 to 3 5 to 10 minute walks a day. Just get up and get yourself moving around. Take a break from what you're doing for a little bit, and move around with your body. Engage your body. Get yourself going. But just if these are helpful for you, I hope you use them. But just know that this is a difficult season. We really look forward to the time when we're able to return to our lives as they were, or whatever the new normal is. But we can't wait to be able to engage each other personally again. But be good to yourself, be wise, be well, know you're loved and prayed for, and know the Lord is with you. Take care. Have a wonderful week.